It's been a long time coming, and funny enough, I had to suit up for this one. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, your dear Kid the Overview, back again with another video. So we got our first official trailer and gameplay for Marvel's Insomniac's Wolverine. Insomniac has been known for making a couple video games like Uncharted and The Last of Us. Lately, they delved into the Marvel games and actually started doing stuff like Insomniac, actually doing Spider-Man for the first time, which I thought, huh, okay, we'll see how it goes. And funny enough, we got 3 games out of it. The moment they announced that they were going to be doing another Marvel game and it wasn't going to be connected to Spider-Man, I thought, oh, so we're expanding the Marvel universe within here. Because funny enough, in Spider-Man, there's been Easter eggs to other characters throughout the universe, more MCU-ish style. Because I've seen stuff like Nelson and Murdoch and the Avengers Tower. That's not the Avengers Tower. We've seen the statue of Lockjaw, but besides that, I'm like, okay, something delving into that small space. Okay, but when they said it was going to be Wolverine, I thought, oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't mind another Wolverine game since the last one we had was Origins on the Xbox 360. But the best part is a rated mature game. And that said, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of fun and carnage. But there was a big leak that came out with this game where somebody leaked the whole gameplay and story throughout. And I thought, oh, hopefully that's not an issue with the studio. And it was. This game has been sitting on the shelf for 2 years now. And part of me was like, okay, so this game will get canceled, or they just stopped developing this whole thing altogether. Because I thought, okay, if somebody's going to be leaking plans to this thing, hopefully they could at least recover from that and say, you know what, let's fix up a couple bugs, a few issues with the gameplay, which I'm going to be honest, I only saw little bits and pieces. I didn't see any actual video game footage from it. Like, I know the couple characters showing up, but part of me was like, yeah, it's not no big surprise since they're mainly tied to Wolverine. But I did hear people bitch about the gameplay that it's basically Spider-Man, but insert Wolverine in this place. I don't care about the gameplay or the way it is. I just want to see how I can play it because yeah, saying that it plays like this is one thing, like almost saying that this Insomniac Spider-Man game aren't taking inspiration from the Batman Arkham games, that they're basically reskinned but for Spider-Man. And I kind of want to see what more they can do out of this because this is one of the many canceled Marvel or DC games that just been announced and still hasn't been a lick of gameplay or just been taken off the shelves just yet. We had garbage like Suicide Squad killed the Justice League and more DC packs, but I'm like, yeah, we don't want garbage like this. We want high quality games like this. So, enough talk. Let's get to the trailer, bub. Likely mature. It's definite. Oh, Omega Red. All right. See, stuff like that.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Damn. That was the
I'd like to
teaser,
say I'm not
technically.
a violent man. That trouble just has a way of finding me.
Damn.
But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go.
At least some of the gameplay is a bit more graphic than I expected. That it doesn't just show slice and slice.
How far I run.
Didn't we just see that
That's
shot?
always waiting. Just not for me.
Alright. It's funny how almost all the villains are just Andrew cyborgs. Oh, Mystique. Alright. I heard she was a playable
'Cause I
character.
ain't no
Maybe.
hero. I'm Wolverine.
From the bits and pieces we see of this thing, I can just say this from little pieces. I could say it's not like Spider-Man in a way because I thought the way people said, "Oh, he can just climb all walls," and I'm like, "Yeah, he has claws. Of course, he can actually do that." And I've seen him done it before in Lego Marvel, which is not gonna be saying I haven't seen that before. Some of the gameplay aspect in this is kind of cool because I feel like the same way we saw Spider-Man with the takedowns actually use web cartridges, not even just for shooting at them, but also throwing out weapons and the spider claws. For Wolverine, I kind of like the fact that he can just jump at people. Like he can actually do the whole berserker jump and just do this. I don't even know if berserker rage is a mode, which if I can remember, I think it has been a mechanic in Ultimate Alliance. And also, if I'm gonna be going old school with it, it is an actual mode in the Lego Game Boy version of it. If you don't remember, there was an X2 game called Wolverine's Revenge where you can actually go all berserker, and that's an actual mode you can just stay in. Some of the graphics look cool also, which I kind of like that every game of these is still advancing with some of the tech because I remember, yeah, we had Spider-Man PS4, which okay for that system it was good for the time, and once they transitioned to PS5, I liked how it looked in Miles Morales. Despite everybody having a problem with the face change for Peter, and funny enough, if we're going to be going there for Spider-Man 2 when they changed up MJ's design, I don't know if it was a deal of being rushed or they were trying to do something different, at least make it make sense for the way they changed up the first design. But besides that, I'm like, yeah, we're still getting there. I don't even know if it was rushed in development because I feel like they had time to actually work on that one. But for this, I feel like they had to redo something from scratch, not only from the announcement teaser, but since it got leaked, it's like, yeah, we can't just put out something average. And since people get got on them for doing Spider-Man 2 the way it did with no DLC whatsoever, and canceling a cool idea for the Great Web. If you remember, there was a leaked actual Spider Verse team up game, which I wouldn't have minded it since you guys play as Spider Gwen 2099 and whoever else was out in the Spider Verse. But for this, I kind of like that it's just a Wolverine story. We're not dealing with a couple X Men, which, if I might just well say, we're dealing with a couple people close to Wolverine at this point. I know we saw villains like Omega Red in there. We saw Mystique and him about to fight a giant Sentinel. Only other X-Men character I know is actually going to be part of this is Jean, but besides her, I wonder if it's going to be a couple more, not just X-Men, but characters we know associated with Wolverine. Like, we're in a whole cinematic universe at this point, and funny enough, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually try to include Deadpool in a flashback or at least a small tease somewhere in this. Maybe even make a boss battle where you can introduce the Hulk and have him fight Hulk in a game, which that whole thing with no life bars, I would be like, yeah, I actually kind of want to see how this whole thing plays through. Even a couple of the costume designs, because I know Wolverine has this whole classic yellow and blue suit like the one I'm wearing, except this is the Deadpool and Wolverine version. You saw him with the leather jacket, with the cowboy hat, and boots. Funny enough, I wonder if they're going to be actually doing the whole set of just like Spider-Man, where they include a couple comic costumes just to pertain to, yeah, this is his first appearance here, the actual comic accurate costume where he first showed up that had just a yellow mask, or if they want to reskin Hugh Jackman and put him in this just like what they did with Tobey and Andrew, I wouldn't mind that either. All there is to say that the gameplay looks cool and another game to add to 2026, which, yeah, that's going to be the year for games. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.